Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Rayan, and today we're going to talk about something that can be a bit scary, but also very exciting. Meeting a new friend for the first time.
Hi everyone, I'm Maya. Honestly, Rayon, even in my own language, meeting new people makes me a little nervous. Doing it in English feels, it's a huge challenge for me.
I totally understand that, Maya. It's normal to feel a bit of stage fright. But today, we're going to break it down. We'll show you how to start a conversation, how to keep it going, and most importantly, how to feel more confident.
That sounds great. I usually just say, hello, how are you? And then nothing. The conversation just stops. It's so awkward.
Don't worry, we've all been there. Awkward is a great word, by the way. It means feeling uncomfortable or embarrassed. Today, we're going to help you move past those awkward silences.
So, where do we start? Should we imagine we are at a party or maybe a coffee shop?
Let's try a common situation. Imagine we are both at a mutual friend's birthday party. We don't know each other yet. I'll start, and we can show the viewers how to break the ice.
Break the ice? Does that mean we are freezing?
Good question. No, to break the ice is an idiom. It means to say or do something to make people feel more relaxed when they first meet. It's like breaking a thin layer of ice on a lake to get to the water below.
Oh, I see. I like that. Okay, I'm ready. Let's break the ice.
Hi there. I don't think we've met yet. I'm Rayan, a friend of Sarah's from university.
Oh, hello. I'm Maya. I work with Sarah at the hospital. Nice to meet you, Rayon.
It's nice to meet you too, Maya. Sarah has mentioned she has some great colleagues at the hospital. How long have you been working there?
Only about 6 months. I'm still, how do you say, the new person?
You could say the new hire or the new kid on the block, but new person works perfectly too. 6 months is a good amount of time. Are you enjoying the job so far?
Yes, I like it a lot. The team is very friendly. And you? You said you went to university with Sarah? What did you study?
We both studied graphic design. It was a lot of hard work, but we had a lot of fun. Actually, Sarah was always the best in our drawing classes.
I can believe that. She is very creative at work, too.
Let's pause there for a second. Maya, you did something great. You used a follow-up question. When I said I studied with Sarah, you didn't just say, "Oh, okay." You asked what I studied.
Thanks, Rayon. I'm trying. It's hard to think of the questions quickly. Sometimes I worry my English is too simple.
Simple is good. B1 learners often try to use very complex grammar, but in a real conversation, clarity is more important. You were clear, and you kept the conversation moving.
I noticed you used the word colleagues. Can I also say coworkers?
Definitely. Colleagues sounds slightly more professional, while co-workers is very common in everyday English. Both are perfect for a B1 level.
Okay, let's continue. What should I ask next? I don't want to talk about work all night.
That's a common mistake. If you talk about work for too long, it feels like an interview. You need to pivot to hobbies or interests.
Pivot? Like a basketball player?
Exactly. It means to change direction. So, let's try to pivot to something more personal but still polite. So, Maya, Sarah told me you recently moved to this city. How are you finding it so far?
It's very busy, much busier than my hometown. But I love the parks here. I go for a run every morning.
Oh, really? I'm a bit of a runner myself, although I'm not very fast. Which park do you usually go to?
I usually go to Greenview Park. It's very quiet? No, peaceful. It's very peaceful in the morning. Do you know it?
I do. It's beautiful. I usually go to the one near the river because I like looking at the water while I run. Do you prefer running alone or with a group?
Usually alone. It helps me relax. It helps me clear my head before work.
Clear my head? That's a fantastic phrase. It means to stop worrying and think clearly. I feel the same way. Running is like therapy for me.
Wait, Rayon, I have a question. When you said, "How are you finding it so far?" did you mean how did I find the city on a map?
No, I see why that's confusing. In this context, how are you finding it means, what is your opinion of it? Or, do you like it? It's a very common way to ask for someone's impression of a new experience.
Ah, okay. So if I start a new book, you could ask, "How are you finding the book?"
Precisely. You've got it.
This is going well, but I feel like I am only answering questions. How do I tell a story without making mistakes?
The secret is to keep it short and use signposting words. Words like actually, anyway, or believe it or not. These help the listener follow your story. Let's try.
Actually, speaking of running, I had a very funny experience last week.
Oh? What happened?
Well, I was running in the park, and I saw a dog. A very big, fluffy dog. It started running next to me. I thought it was friendly, but then it took my water bottle out of my hand.
No way. Did it run away with it?
Yes, the owner was shouting, "Max, come back!" And I was just standing there, laughing and, what is the word, out of breath?
Yes, out of breath. That's when you're breathing hard because you've been exercising. That's a great story, Maya. It makes you seem very relatable.
Relatable?
It means people can understand your feelings or situation. It makes them feel a connection to you. Now, if I were the listener, I would react to that. I might say, "I can't believe that. I have a dog too, and he's always getting into trouble."
So, sharing a small story helps the other person share one too?
Exactly. It's like a game of catch. I throw the ball to you with a question, you throw it back with a story, and then I catch it and add my own comment.
Rayan, we need to talk about the scary part. What happens if you say something and I have no idea what you mean? I usually just smile and nod, but then I feel like a liar.
We call that smiling and nodding, and almost everyone does it when learning a language. But it's much better to ask for clarification. It shows you are actually listening.
But isn't it annoying for the other person?
Not at all. It's much more annoying to realize someone hasn't understood anything for the last 10 minutes. Let's practice some phrases for that. So, Maya, after the party, a few of us are planning to go to a hole-in-the-wall place nearby for some tacos. Do you want to come?
I'm sorry, Rayan. Could you say that again? I didn't quite catch the last part. What is a hole in the wall?
No problem. A hole in the wall is a slang term for a small, simple restaurant that doesn't look fancy but usually has amazing food.
Oh, that makes sense. I was thinking of a literal hole in a wall. I was very confused.
See? You asked, I explained, and now we're both laughing. It's a natural part of conversation. You can also use phrases like, "What do you mean by, 'Sorry, I'm not familiar with that expression'? Could you rephrase that, please?"
Could you rephrase that? That sounds very polite. I will try to remember that one.
It is. It's a great way to ask someone to say the same thing using different, perhaps simpler, words.
We've been talking for a while now. How do I know if this person actually wants to be my friend or if they are just being polite?
That's the million-dollar question. Usually, if someone is asking you questions back, it's a good sign. If they are looking at their phone or looking around the room, they might be ready to leave.
So, if I want to show I am interested in being friends, what should I do?
You can ask more open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with just yes or no.
For example?
Instead of asking, "Do you like your job?" which is a yes-no question, you could ask, "What's the most interesting part of your job?" Or, "How did you get into graphic design?"
I see. Let's try that. Rayan, you mentioned you study design. What made you choose that career?
That's a great question. Well, I've always loved drawing since I was a kid, but I also like technology, So design felt like the perfect middle ground. What about you? Did you always want to work in a hospital?
To be honest, no. I wanted to be a professional dancer when I was younger, but my parents, well, they talked me out of it.
Talked you out of it? That means they persuaded you not to do it, right?
Yes, exactly. They thought nursing was a safer career. I'm happy now, but sometimes I still like to take dance classes on the weekend.
Wow, a dancer. That's so cool. It just goes to show that there's always more to a person than their job title.
Did you notice? Rayon reacted with, "Wow," and "That's so cool." Those small reactions make me feel like he is really listening.
Absolutely. Using active listening signals like, really? That's interesting. Or even just, keeps the energy of the conversation alive.
Okay, we've had a great talk. The party is ending. How do I ask to stay in touch without being pushy?
Pushy is a great word. It means being too aggressive or forcing someone to do something. To avoid being pushy, you can suggest something casual. It was really great talking to you, Maya. I'd love to hear more about your dance classes sometime. Are you on Instagram or LinkedIn?
Yes, I am. I'm on Instagram. My username is @MayaRunsAndDances.
Great name. I'll send you a request. Maybe we could go for a run at the park sometime? Or just grab a coffee?
That sounds lovely. I'd really like that. I'm usually free on Saturday mornings.
Perfect. I'll send you a message later this week, and we can figure out a time.
That was much easier than I thought. He made the suggestion, and I just had to say yes. But what if I want to be the one to suggest meeting up?
You can use phrases like, "We should definitely hang out sometime. I'd love to continue this conversation over coffee. Let me know if you're ever in my neighborhood."
Hang out is very common, right? Does it mean the same as spend time together?
Yes, it's the most common phrasal verb for spending time with friends in a casual way. You hang out at a mall, hang out at a park, or just hang out at someone's house. Wow, Maya, we covered a lot of ground today. How are you feeling now about meeting new people?
Honestly, a lot better. I realized that I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be curious and ask questions.
That is exactly the right mindset. Curiosity is more important than perfect grammar. If you are interested in the other person, they will usually be interested in you.
Before we go, should we review some of the vocabulary we used?
Great idea. Let's highlight one very useful phrase from today. My choice is, how are you finding?
And why is that one your favorite?
Because it's so versatile. You can use it for a new city, a new job, a new meal, or even a new English lesson. It sounds very natural and much more native than just asking, do you like it?
My favorite phrase was, to break the ice. It reminds me that everyone is a little bit frozen or nervous at the start, and it's okay to be the one to start the conversation.
I love that. So, to our viewers, your homework is to try and break the ice with one person this week. It could be at work, at school, or even at the grocery store.
And don't worry if you make a mistake. Just clear your head and try again.
Well said, Maya. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.
And tell us in the comments, what is your favorite way to start a conversation in English?
We can't wait to read your stories. See you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.